Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for being. Man, who's ready to win an election in November? Who's ready to make sure the Florida man stays in Florida next year? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Alabama. Thank you so much tonight. You know, because of your votes, your trust, and a hell of a lot of hard work from people across this state, we've won this primary tonight. And that's awesome. I am incredibly grateful. And it is incredibly humbling when people, so many folks that you don't even know, put their faith in you. And they just literally say, I voted for you. And there's so many people that made this possible. All of you guys made it possible. Our staff made it possible. Thousands of volunteers who made calls. We made over 40,000 calls just in the last couple of months. And we kept this campaign moving one day at a time. And of course, and you'll see her back up here in a moment, but the one person that kept me going the whole time, even when she had to kind of kick me to go, my lovely running mate, my beautiful bride, Louise. Which, by the way, from this point on, let's just call her the next First Lady of the state of Alabama. Folks, we've had a spirited campaign. I got in this campaign late. Y'all know that. But we did a lot of work to try to make sure that we got this night. We've had a campaign, a spirited campaign with folks who had the same concern that we all do about the future of this state. The same conviction about how to move this state forward. And that's how democracy is supposed to work. You're supposed to have those voices. But tonight, I'm asking that all of those folks, everybody across this state, come together. Come together by recognizing that what is at stake is for Alabama is bigger than any party. It's bigger than any faction. It's bigger than any one person. This is a campaign for all of Alabama. And that's how we started. This campaign started and has always rested on one simple belief, that there's enough folks in Alabama who refuse to accept the way things are, the way things have always been. They've refused to say that the way they've always been is the way they're always going to be. We're going to change that. So let me ask you guys a question. Do you hope and plan for a better future for yourself, your family, and your community? Well, if you do, and Lord God, I hope you do, let's admit that a competent, honest, responsive state government is critically important to realizing that potential. That's what we're looking for. Look at where Alabama is right now, and I'm asking all of you, but also the folks that may be watching this. Look and ask yourself right now, can we do better? Can we do better than where we are? I think so. And starting here tonight, we can begin that change. So folks, I want to introduce you to some of the folks and what that change is going to look like. I want to bring Phil Insler back up to the stage. Ready to go. Next Lieutenant Governor of the state of Alabama. I want to bring Roz Houston from Birmingham, the next treasurer for the state of Alabama. I want you to welcome Jeff McLaughlin from Gunnersville, Alabama, the next Attorney General for the state of Alabama. And then from Madison County, I want to introduce you to Violet Edwards, the next state auditor. Come on over. And let me introduce you to, and a lot of you here in Jefferson County know this man, Wayne Rogers, our next Secretary of State. Folks, this is what change looks like. And we've got a couple of others. Ron Sparks, who is going to be the next Agriculture Commissioner. Sheila McNeil, who's running for the Public Service Commission. We'll have a second one. Pretty soon, folks, and I've said this the first time since 2006, there's going to be somebody in every one of the constitutional offices running for the state of Alabama right now. And that's a big thing. But folks, I got to tell you, to face the challenge in front of us, we need you, every one of you. We need your energy. We need your ideas. We need your commitment to engage not just today or tomorrow or through November, when we win this ticket, when we win in November, we're going to need you to engage every day of every week of every month during the course of this administration. Folks, for too long, folks in Montgomery have worked only for themselves. And the powerful people who put them there, that's who they work for. The well-connected, the special interest. They don't work for the people of Alabama. They don't work for the folks who pay the bills, raise their families, teach their children, staff the hospital, work the farms, and keep this state moving. That's not who they're working for, but that's who every one of us will be working for in Montgomery, Alabama. Because today, those same people, they do what they've always done. They divide us. They divide us by religion. They divide us by race. They divide us by political party, by who we are, where we live, because division is the only thing they know. It's the system that they built to protect themselves and their power. They believe it is the way it is because it has always been that way. Well, folks, I'm telling you, tonight begins the work of changing all of that. All of that for you. And look, it's not just, we're all Democratic nominees here, but this is not just for Democrats. This is for independents. This is for Republicans and Democrats alike. This is for every Alabamian who believes state government ought to serve the people, not those inside. So over the last several elections, I think a lot of folks have come to believe that politics in this state offers no real choices. They watch state government ignore the things that shape their lives, or they work in secret to undermine those things. They're scratching their heads thinking, what are those people in Montgomery thinking? Somewhere along the way, folks decide that nobody in Montgomery is really speaking to them. And often, more often than not, they are not speaking for them. Things do not have to be that way. They do not have to be the way they've always been. And please understand this, folks. I'm not just talking about Doug Jones. One person, even a governor, cannot change a century of concentrated, corrupted power. We're going to start with these incredible candidates. We're going to build a team committed. Wait a minute. This is not a game, folks. We're not a stadium. This is not a team. This is a crew. This is a construction crew. This is the crew that's going to build that house with a crowded table. And we're going to grow and engage the most powerful force. We will engage the most powerful force this state has seen. You, every one of you, and those watching on television. That's who we're going to engage, because hundreds of thousands of others across the state who understand the meaning of the change in Alabama. Change means rising wages, including raising the minimum wage. Change